Before rockets, electric cars, AI labs, or global fandom, there was just a restless immigrant sleeping under his desk. Elon Musk didn't become the world's most talked-about entrepreneur overnight. He built it piece by painful piece. In the early 2000s, he was already sitting on what most people would call a lifetime victory: PayPal. The digital payments empire was thriving, customers were multiplying, cash was flowing, and yet Elon felt choked. He didn't want to build a payments company. He wanted to build the future, but nobody around him understood. PayPal's board members wanted predictable profits, safe plays, no disruption. Elon wanted speed, invention, and moonshot thinking. The clash was inevitable. Inside him, two worlds fought: the visionary and the realist. He could stay at PayPal and coast into luxury, or he could gamble everything to pursue the dreams that haunted him every night. Then came the moment everything cracked: a private meeting, a vote, a quiet corporate coup. Elon Musk, the co-founder, was voted out of PayPal's leadership while on a flight, completely blindsided. The humiliation hit him like a steel beam. He stared at the message on his laptop for minutes without blinking. He didn't sleep for 2 days. He didn't eat. He walked around Palo Alto like a ghost. But the pain wasn't from the betrayal. It was from something deeper. He had willingly handed over control of the company. The regret didn't come instantly. Regret comes slowly, like a shadow that lengthens as the sun goes down. PayPal eventually sold for $1.5 billion. Elon made over $100 million. For anyone else, that would be paradise. But he couldn't shake the dull ache in his chest. He had sold too soon. He had trusted too easily. He had given the world his greatest creation and walked away with only a fraction of its true value. It was the deal that taught him the harshest lesson of his life: never let someone else write your destiny. Years later, when people asked why he pushed so hard at Tesla and SpaceX, why he went all in, why he risked bankruptcy, why he refused to let boards control him again, he said quietly, "I made that mistake once. Never again." The PayPal deal didn't just make him rich. It made him ruthless. It made him fearless. It made him unstoppable. And that mistake would fuel the rise of Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, Neuralink, and every revolution he commanded after. Before SpaceX had rockets, before Tesla was worth more than every other car company combined, before the world said his name the way they say Jobs or Rockefeller, there was a deal, one deal, Elon Musk believed would change everything he touched, and that deal was PayPal. To the world, PayPal was just an online payment tool. To Elon, it was the beginning of a financial revolution. He wasn't just thinking about transferring money. He was thinking about rewriting the entire global banking system. So when the founders of X.com, Elon's first online bank, merged with Confinity, the creators of PayPal, Elon thought he had won the lottery. He was the CEO. He had vision. He was all in. But the moment he took control, everything started cracking. The team hated his push toward Microsoft servers. Engineers revolted. Executives whispered behind his back. And while Elon was thousands of miles away on his honeymoon, they voted him out, fired from his own company. Imagine spending every night building something from nothing, only to walk into your office and discover you've been replaced. But that wasn't the part he regretted. Not yet. Because even after the betrayal, even after the board pushed him aside, even after he lost the thing he poured his soul into, Elon still believed PayPal could become the world's bank. But PayPal's new leadership didn't share his dream. They didn't want global banking. They didn't want to challenge governments. They didn't want to risk everything. They wanted to sell. So when eBay came knocking, offering $1.5 billion, everyone celebrated. Everyone except Elon Musk. He begged the board not to sell. He told them they were throwing away the future. He warned them PayPal could become a trillion-dollar institution. They ignored him. They took the money. They walked away. Elon walked away too, with hundreds of millions. But instead of feeling rich, he felt sick. He didn't regret losing his job. He didn't regret the humiliation. He didn't regret the fight. He regretted letting PayPal go before it became what he always knew it could be. Because every empire he built afterward, SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, Starlink, X, they were all fueled by the same lesson. Never let someone else decide your destiny again. This regret is what turned a fired CEO into the most relentless founder the world has ever seen. When the PayPal deal closed, Silicon Valley expected Elon to retire. He was young. He was rich. He was bruised. He was supposed to disappear into luxury, hot beaches, quiet mansions, and business-class flights into boredom. But that regret didn't let him sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw the PayPal boardroom. He saw the vote. He saw the signatures. He saw the moment his dream slipped away. But instead of feeling defeated, he felt something else. Hunger. Real hunger. The kind that makes you want to prove to the world and to yourself that their doubt didn't break you. Elon always said, "My mind is a storm. I need a bigger problem to think about." And losing PayPal gave him the biggest problem of all. What's the one dream nobody else is bold or crazy enough to attempt? The answer? Space. While others built apps, he read rocket manuals. While others bought yachts, he flew to Russia to negotiate for missiles. While others hired assistants, he hired astrophysicists. SpaceX wasn't built from inspiration. It was built from a wound. PayPal showed him how fast a board could steal your dream. SpaceX showed him he would never let it happen again. He put all his PayPal money into SpaceX. Every last dollar. Friends begged him to save some. Advisors warned him. Even his family thought he was losing his mind. But Elon wasn't investing in rockets. He was investing in freedom. SpaceX exploded 3 times. 3 failures. 3 funerals for multi-million-dollar dreams. Any normal founder would quit. Any normal billionaire would protect their wealth. But Elon whispered the same sentence to himself every night. Never again will I lose control of a dream I built. On the 4th launch, against math, luck, gravity, and common sense, Falcon 1 reached orbit. The world gasped. NASA called. History shifted. Regret became rocket fuel. And a fired CEO became the man rewriting the fate of humanity. Space wasn't enough. Even as SpaceX was rising, something else was happening. A second regret forming quietly in Elon's mind. It was Tesla. Elon wasn't Tesla's original founder. He wasn't the first CEO. He wasn't even supposed to run the company. He only invested. He wanted to help. He wanted a supportive role. But history doesn't let certain people sit on the sidelines. Tesla was falling apart, broke, chaotic, directionless. Founders argued. The board panicked. Employees feared payroll would bounce. It reminded Elon of PayPal, a brilliant idea, dying from weak leadership. He saw it again, a dream he believed in, slipping away under other people's decisions. He couldn't let another PayPal happen. So Elon stepped in. He fought for control. He took over the chaos. He became CEO, not because he wanted power, but because regret taught him what happens when he doesn't take charge. Tesla nearly killed him. He slept on the factory floor. He showered at the YMCA. He worked 120-hour weeks. He lost weight. He lost friends. He lost his marriage. But he didn't lose control. Every time Tesla hit crisis, every bankruptcy scare, every production failure, every headline calling him insane, Elon remembered the one time he wasn't in control, PayPal, and he swore, "Tesla will not be taken from me, not again." Regret forged Tesla. Regret hardened him. Regret turned him into the kind of leader who refuses to let history repeat. When Tesla became the world's most valuable car company, when the stock exploded, when millions of people started driving electric. Elon didn't smile because he was rich. He smiled because he finally beat the ghost of PayPal. Today, Elon Musk is not just a billionaire. He is a force, unpredictable, unshakable, unstoppable. But behind every headline, behind every rocket launch, behind every factory, behind every takeover, behind every chaotic tweet, there is still that one haunting memory: losing PayPal. His greatest regret became his greatest weapon. It taught him: never let a board own your destiny. Never build someone else's dream. Never depend on approval. Never fear looking crazy. Never stop when others panic. And always, always choose the long game. When he bought Twitter, now X, people laughed. Just like PayPal, just like Tesla, just like SpaceX. But Elon doesn't build for applause. He builds for legacy. And legacy is born from regret, sharpened into ambition. The deal he regretted for years didn't break him. It built him. It made him bold enough to risk everything. It made him hungry enough to rebuild everything. It made him dangerous enough to challenge everything. And it turned a fired CEO into the most relentless entrepreneur on earth. If you're watching this right now, listen carefully. Regret can destroy you, or it can remake you. It can bury you, or it can build you. It can haunt you, or it can launch you. Elon Musk is living proof. You don't rise because things went perfect. You rise because something went wrong, and you refuse to let that be the end. If you want more billionaire stories like this, if you want the mindset behind the money, if you want the blueprint behind legends, subscribe to my channel right now. Your future self is begging you not to scroll past this moment.